So I'd like to take some time right now to get very clear in ourselves where it is in our life that we really are being called from within to make a conscious decision, a conscious choice. And then in the next section, in the next video, I'm going to take you into a process that you can do over and again with the different decisions that are making, and find out what the heart says, the mind says, the body says, and the being says, so that you're completely aligned, completely crystal clear, and you can move forward with that focus and clarity that almost everybody needs at this moment. If you'd like to join me, let's all take a nice deep breath in, letting it out, and closing your eyes, and taking a deep breath in of openness and breathing that into the room. And willingness, the willingness to just see what kinds of choices your soul, your heart, your mind, and your body feel are right for you. And breathe that in to the room. And trusting in the wordless wisdom that is your self, that is source. Breathing trust into the room. And then treating this as a divine experiment, as you're just exploring and seeing what areas of your life you most need to get clear in and get clear-cut decisions in. And so letting your heart be as wide as the world. Wide enough to welcome all the different areas of your life into your awareness. That's how vast this infinite spacious presence of love is. It's boundless and spacious and vast in front of you. It's infinitely spacious and free behind you and to all sides of you. It's boundless below and sky-like above. And you're just resting in this infinite field of pure awareness, a field of all possibilities where clarity is available. And imagining yourself at a campfire right now. And at this campfire is a younger you, probably from the last 6 months that we've been living through this crazy, wild time that we're living in. And the present day, which is the you this moment. And welcoming a mentor. And I'd like to give that younger you, who's kind of a conglomerate of all of your consciousness over the last 6 months, and to give that younger you a voice, and for you to really open and explore the different areas of your life. And first of all, I'd like you to look at the area of your relationships. Looking at your relationship with your partner, if you have one, or if you have children, with your relationships regarding them, perhaps even their education, or your relationships with your parents. But choosing one area for right now, just choosing one area for right now, with one person or group of people. And just letting the younger you just speak out loud. What are the concerns you've been having in this area recently? What's been coming up for you emotionally? What have you felt flummoxed by or confused by, incapable or helpless in terms of that relationship? And just giving voice to what maybe you haven't given voice to in the past. I often find that when I speak something out loud, that's when it first becomes clear to my cognitive mind what my being has been feeling all along. And so just give it a shot as a divine experiment. And on the count of 3, first of all, name the person or group of people that you're going to be speaking about. And then begin opening up your heart, your mind, your body, and emptying out all that's been transpiring. The fears you've had, the guilt you may have had, some of the questions, the confusion. Just get it all up and out so that you become clear what it is that's really been going on in that relationship. So on the count of 3, name the relationship, and then out loud, begin talking. 1, 2, 3. What emotional issues have been brought up for you during this crazy time we're living through? Some of your fears. Just keep emptying out. Sharing those areas where you may have felt like you lost control or that you're helpless to get control of. Just keep emptying out. What are the areas of confusion for you? What are your deepest fears? Just keep emptying out as long as it takes. And in hearing all of this, are there any clear-cut decisions that feel like they may need to be made? Ways of doing things or not doing things, or actions that need to take place that you're not sure about? Check if there's any areas, having listened to what's really been coming up for you, but that you probably haven't voiced before, where you feel that there's some sort of choice that needs to be made here, but you're not sure which way it should go. Okay. And let the present day you say to the younger you, I really hear you. And I'm grateful for this feedback. And now let's go on to the next topic. It may be the topic of your business, or if you're involved in a career or you have a job, that What are some of the issues that have been coming up for you? What are some of the fears you've had? Just start voicing them out loud with regards to anything having to do with your career, your job, even your job as a parent. Whatever it is your vocation is or your career is, just empty out concerns that have been coming up for you. And fears that you've had around it. Keep emptying out areas where you feel like you've lost control of the situation, where you feel helpless in some way. And other areas where you feel like maybe a decision needs to be made here, a choice needs to be made here. And speaking all that out loud, whatever's been bottled up here that you haven't actually voiced out loud, this is your chance to voice it out loud. Okay. And again, the present day you says, thank you for your feedback. I hear it. I'm grateful for it. And now going into the area of your own health, the health of your children, the health of your parents, any fears you have around this whole situation. And once again, on the count of 3, letting the younger you speak to this area of health and well-being. And I don't mean just your physical health. I mean your emotional well-being, the well-being of your family and your children and your spouse or partner or parents. It's the overall health, not just physical, but any fears you might have around health and well-being emotionally. Or any fears where you're confused how to respond, how to create an embrace of health and well-being for yourself and your loved ones. Any confusion. Any areas that you feel out of control or helpless. Speak that out loud. Include yourself in that. Your emotional well-being, your emotional state, your own health as a human being, not just the physical aspect, but overall aspect. Just empty it out. Any concerns you have. And then, again, ask yourself, is there some way in which a decision needs to be made here? To get clarity in this area, or some choice made. And if so, just speak it out loud, even if you're not sure what the choice is, what decision needs to be made. Just let whatever comes up come out. And then say thank you for your feedback. I've heard that. And then thanking that younger you for being willing to open up and share all the concerns in those 3 areas. And let that younger that you're going to be doing some work with it now. So taking a nice deep breath in, letting it out, and another nice deep breath in, letting it out, and there's a merging into this field of all possibilities, where the campfire disappears, and the awareness is vast, spacious, free, and endless in front of you. It's boundlessly spacious and free behind you. Infinitely vast to all sides of you. And just resting here, soaking in the knowledge that you're really listening to yourself. And that we're going to be taking some conscious action to help your body, your mind, your heart, and your being get clear. Taking another nice deep breath in. Sighing it out. And one more nice deep breath in. Sighing it out. And when the eyes are ready, you can open them now into this presence that's here. A heartfelt namaste, and you've got your work cut out for you. Namaste.